Welcome back, man. Here we go again. Here is another live feed with Shaman's YouTube channel. This is about Keni Burke, who's a member of the first family of soul, the Five Stair Steps, made a song. I think it's the most underrated song of all time because of the subject matter. It wasn't a hit. Rising to the Top. That was off the album Changes in 1982. This is his third album at the time, solo style. And this is his most successful hit as a solo artist. It peaked at number 63 on the U.S. Billboard R&B charts. It's a signature song, but it wasn't a top 10 hit. That's why I think it's underrated. Because yes, it definitely has been very influential. A lot of artists have used this song as a sample. Also, you make case Mary Jane Girl's song All Night Long sounds similar to Rising to the Top. As far as the music, the bass line and everything. There's like some controversy with that, in a sense. So let's dive into this, man. Let's dive more into this. I mean, this is a great subject to talk about. This song came out in 1982. It was recorded in 1981 in Sigma Sound, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It was 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Norman Jean Wright, Kenneth M. Burke, Alan W. Felder were the songwriters. Kenneth M. Burke produced the song. Keni Burke produced this. So that shows you the greatness of him, making this song himself and producing it, putting it all together. And I think that's the thing about him and make him even greater. But again, like I said, in the UK, it did well. It did great. It was in the top 10, number 8, on the peak position, number 70, UK singles chart, number 96, UK singles chart. But when you come to terms of like the R&B hip hop songs Billboard, it only peaked at 63. So I think it's very underrated. And 82 was a great year. I mean, Michael Jackson Thriller came out that year. I think Atomic Dog was released that year by George Clinton. So there was a lot of great music coming out during that time. And it was just tough to break out. A lot of great hits, a lot of great songs that was released during that time. Let's see, I think Atomic Dog came out in 82. Let's see. No, Michael Jackson Thriller came out in 82. Yeah, that was a great year in '82. I mean, so many, especially in the R&B world. Donna Summer made an album during that year. Marvin Gaye. I know that song had Thriller, Michael Jackson, George Clinton. That was those are songs. That was the albums that came out that year. Guys like that, people like that. Marvin Gaye. I know that song had to do with sexual healing. Yeah, that came out. So there's a lot of songs that came out that year. You know, a lot of great stuff. Michael Jackson Thriller, that was released. What see, November 29th, 1982. Now let's have the information on when this song was released, or when it came out. Let's see. We go backtrack. Okay, it was released in May of 1982. Okay, May of 1982. But still, man, that was an interesting year, man, to try to break out. Or it's like, or it's like Keni Burke's caliber, coming from the first family of soul, and the things that they were doing as a group. But they didn't have the same success. They had success, but not as Jackson 5. But like I said, I mean, I just want to break down the lyrics. So I think this is a very underrated song because it wasn't a love song. It wasn't something that that you could dance to. You have at a barbecue, you play at a barbecue, or at a reception or whatever it is, a get together. But this song is deeper. It runs deeper than what it is. It's not a love song. It's not something to make love to and all that stuff. No romance. When you look at this song, we keep rising to the top. It's basically a motivational anthem. It's a positive song. It's uplifting. Perseverance, about self-empowerment. Resilience in the face of life's obstacles. Now, the lyrics encourage listeners to push past self-doubt, ignore distractions, fully commit to achieving your goals, stuff like that. So keep rising to the top is something positive. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the central metaphor of rise to the top symbolizes the pursuit of success and the realization of personal dreams. So in the verses, Burke is warning against big-time illusions and distractions that cause confusion. He urges listeners to stay focused, brush off failures, and keep trying regardless of setbacks. The power of positivity. The song stresses the importance of believing in oneself, maintain a positive outlook. Keep on believing. All the dreams inside of you. Act as an uplifting push to protect your ambitions. Burke pairs hard work with emotional health, advising listeners to let some love shine on through while they continue their journey. Then, in the chorus, the repeated command to wake up your body and move it around functions as a call to action. It acts as a metaphorical nudge to shake off lethargy, laziness, and negative thoughts. Give it all you got. Reinforces that achieving your goals requires maximum effort and absolute dedication. And finally, beyond individual success, the song carries a message about community and lifting others up. Brooks says to keep on giving to each other, spread some love a little farther, suggesting that the path to the top is not meant to be a selfish endeavor, but rather a journey shared and supported by the people around you. So this song, well, is not the typical love song. If you listen to this song, you think you want to be romantically involved with somebody, romance. You know, it's something that makes you want to get on the dance floor, nod your head a little bit, have a good time. When you listen to the lyrics, it's about positivity, perseverance, determination, rising to the top. So it's an anthem, motivational kind of thing. So that's why I think this is arguably the most unique, most underrated song ever. It wasn't a top 10 hit. It wasn't in the top 20. It peaked at the number 63 on the charts. That's what I think about this song. Obviously, the hip hop world definitely has bit off, not say bit off, but used this as a sample. In hip hop, listen to Dougie Fresh. He made a song called "Rising to the Top." A lot of rappers use this as a sample. There's something about the music, man, the melody about it. So I think that's the thing that stands out about the influence. Because you look at this song that Keni Burke made, it's one of the most sampled, influential songs in soul, R&B, and hip hop history. The song's iconic, laid-back bass line and freshest melody have shaped generations of music. So if you look at this guy's influence on the rap game, the rhythmic groove of Burke's track has formed the backbone of countless rap and R&B hits. Mary Jane Girls, All Night Long, 1983. Rick James heavily leaned on the Rise to the Top bass line to create this iconic hit, inadvertently kickstarting an entire new wave of hip-hop interpolations. So you listen to All Night Long, Mary Jane Girls, and Keep Rising to the Top, they sound similar. But according to the research, Rick James he stole the bass line. So Keep Rising to the Top to make the song for Mary Jane Girls, All Night Long. Then credit Keni Burke, he produced this record. There was no outside producers. And then when you look at noble rap samples like early hip hop pioneers like Irby Rakim and My Melody, MC Shan and I pioneered this. L Cool J used the track to lay down heavy classic boom bap foundations. I sent Dougie Fresh, Keep Rise to the Top, produced by legendary Bomb Squad. This track is a direct celebrate homage to the groove. Then Mary J. Blige, Love No Limit, 1992. Lodge built one of her signature early R&B ballads on a lush sample of Burke's instrumental. Also, this song by Keni Burke was an absolute staple of the Chicago step and dance community, and it became an anthem in Northern Soul in the UK dance club circuits, which directly inspired artists like Soul to Soul. That's why this song is so great. The impact of the record, influential, very influential. That's why I want to do this live feed on this, because it definitely represented a lot of influence. It's very unique, and it's a positive record. He's talking about rising to the top. He's talking about making love with nobody. He's talking about romance and sex. He's talking about persevering. You go through tough times, get yourself up, keep going. It's positive. You go listen to Keni Burke rise to the top. Nothing explicit. So I'm saying, so that's the thing about this song. That's why I wanted to do it, and I did it. So thanks for those who tune in. Whoever get a chance to look at it, come back. Obviously, there's no views right now, so okay. I'm gonna keep moving. Get ready for the next live feed. Got about a few more to go, and that'll be it. So until then, talk to you soon.